14 new hopefuls. One man to impress.
I am the most belligerent person that you could ever come across.
You said don't let me down, right?
Shut it. You seem to have gone from anchor to...
Nobody is closing any business.
I just don't know if you're just a nutter. You tell me why you should stay here.
The ultimate job interview.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
The Apprentice returns Wednesday at 9 on BBC Two.
Zane Lowe.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. Come on now, who do you think you are?
BBC Radio 1, Zane Lowe, 7 p.m. Spread the word.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
Well, here on BBC One tonight, Liza Minnelli in a 1973 Oscar winner, Cabaret, at 11:35. But life's far from that for John Sim now on BBC One. Will he ever return from 73 to 2006?
The phone lines are now open. To vote, call 0901 121 22. Then for Nikki and Beverly, add 01. For Penny and Curtis, it's 02. For Mark and Natasha, add 03. To vote for Sean and Russell, add 04. For Chris and Joe, add 06.
The one to watch tonight. Bill Nighy, Miranda Richardson, Robert Lindsay, Ronnie Ancona, Tom Hardy and Emily Blunt.
It's got you interested now, hasn't it?
Gideon's Daughter, next, here on BBC One.
Planet Earth, as you've never seen it before. Next Sunday at 9 on BBC One.
I've relegated my desires, locked them out for good. I don't want to mar my public image.
Really?
Members of the jury, to properly understand Lady Chatterley's lover, we must be able to read it, unexpurgated.
Rippling and melting her all molten inside.
Are you telling me you've picked up a signal from another planet?
I think it's coming from the center of Andromeda.
We've made life.
It's dangerous, very dangerous. Kill it. Kill it now while you have the chance.
BBC 4, bringing great stories to life. A new season of drama coming soon to Monday nights.
Now on BBC One, the road to happiness is a troubled one. There's love and loss in new drama from Stephen Polyakov. Bill Nighy leads an all-star cast in Gideon's Daughter. Gideon's Daughter by Stephen Polyakov is now available on BBC DVD.
A unique and singular voice.
What I'm trying to do, which may be an absurd ambition in television, is to make things that people will remember.
Are you in the fashion business?
What's going to happen here?
Just a story. You're a nice boy in many ways, but you don't care about anything.
I've seen through you. Do you understand, my dear?
You're a fraud, Lillian.
BBC 4 continues its season of dramas celebrating the work of Stephen Polyakov with Close My Eyes, over on BBC 4 now.
BBC Two presents a remarkable series of meetings.
Well, you destroyed me, my girls.
You're a soldier, you do the job.
Where the victims of the Northern Ireland conflict come face to face with the perpetrators.
I set myself up as judge, jury and executioner. I'm so sorry.
Overseen by the Nobel laureate, Archbishop Desmond Tutu.
We are very deeply humbled.
Facing the Truth. A unique event over 3 nights begins Saturday at 7:50 on BBC Two.
Chaos on the lines for the rail cops in 20 minutes after the news on BBC One with Matthew and Ronnie Waller.
Armed raids as police hunt the gang that carried out Britain's biggest robbery. More arrests after guns and over £1 million in cash are recovered.
Looked out the window and there was a police car with two snipers over the top. Looked in the back garden and there was two down the bottom of the garden as well.
Questions for the Culture Secretary about her husband's financial dealings. A spectacular end to the Winter Olympics. Britain come home with 1 medal. And easy does it. Manchester United win the Carling Cup by a record margin. Good evening. Detectives investigating the Tunbridge Depot robbery say they've carried out armed raids across Kent and recovered £1.3 million of stolen money. The cash was found on Friday in the back of an abandoned white transit van, along with guns, balaclavas and flak jackets. Police say the discovery shows the gang is making mistakes. Louisa Baldini reports.
Forensics officers have spent much of the day examining a property in the village of High Brooms near Tunbridge Wells. It follows a dramatic police raid at the address yesterday, that moment captured by a local resident on his mobile phone.
Heard some banging, so I looked out and they'd obviously banged down the door. Looked out the window and there was a police car with two snipers over the top. Looked in the back garden and there was two down the bottom of the garden as well.
There was also an incident thought to be connected to the investigation this afternoon at Tankerton near Whitstable. Armed police swooped on 3 cars, reportedly shooting at the tyres of one of them to stop it escaping. One vehicle was towed away and according to eyewitnesses, one man was seen in handcuffs.
We heard a bang and rushed the window and saw 3 cars and about 8-9 police officers in caps with quite large firearms and surrounding the one man behind the cars and one man in the shelters with his back.
Forensic tests are still being carried out on 14 metal cages found near Maidstone yesterday. The cages, some belonging to the Bank of England, are used for moving cash. They were found in fields after police were alerted by a farmer.
We believe those cages were dumped from the back of a white box van at about 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning. This is really important to us. It may be the same lorry that came from the cash depot, but we can't confirm that.
Forensics experts are also still working on a white Ford Transit van found in Ashford. Police confirmed today that it contained £1.3 million in cash, as well as firearms, balaclavas and flak jackets. So what other evidence has the investigation uncovered? Tests are still being carried out on 2 cars found burning in the Kent village of Leeds, while forensics teams have examined the home of the depot manager in Herne Bay, from where his wife and son were abducted. Photo fits have been released of some of the wanted men posing as policemen. But the white Renault lorry used in the robbery is still missing, and despite the police making several arrests, the gang is still at large.
Quite clearly there is an opportunity that the 7-ton truck, which took the money away, might actually still be hidden not far away with the money on board. And what you need to be able to do is to panic the robbers into moving that.
Kent police have confirmed that 6 people arrested in London and Kent since Thursday have now all been released on bail. As for the big question, just how much money was stolen from that depot, Securitas have been carrying out an audit today and should be able to release a final figure tomorrow. Louisa Baldini, BBC News, Kent.
The Culture Secretary, Tessa Jowell, is facing questions about the financial dealings of her husband, David Mills. Mr. Mills is accused of taking a bribe from the Italian Prime Minister, Silvio Berlusconi. Both the Culture Secretary and her husband strongly deny doing anything wrong.
Now, if one of you would like...
Tessa Jowell insists her job as a minister has nothing to do with the bribery allegations against her husband. But she was forced onto the defensive today over claims that she'd helped David Mills raise a loan on their home, which he appears to have paid off with Italian money.
I agreed that we would take out a loan on our house.
Sorry, do you want to make a note?
That is, it's not unusual. It's not improper. and it's certainly not illegal.
Mr. Mills, an international lawyer, here returning from holiday last week, strongly denies covering up for the Italian Premier Silvio Berlusconi in a corruption trial. It's alleged that in 1999 Mr. Berlusconi paid Mr. Mills £350,000 for giving false evidence on his behalf. In 2000, Ms. Jowl agreed to raise a loan on their London home which was swiftly paid off, possibly with Italian cash. 4 years later, Mr. Mills told investigators in Milan the money came from an aide to Mr. Berlusconi. He later retracted that statement. 2 weeks ago, the British police raided the family home and Mr. Mills's office at the request of their Italian counterparts. The Tories now want a Whitehall inquiry.
There are questions about what is happening. David Mills said that his financial arrangements with Tessa Jowl were entirely separate. The stories today appear to contradict that. I wrote to the Cabinet Secretary and asked him